Hello and welcome to my booktube channel. My name is Brittany and I am here. So this is my first video and I thought it would be fun to start off by showing you guys all of the books that I own but haven't read yet. So that way we can get a feel for each other's taste, you know, get to know like what we've read, what we haven't, share some recommendations and have a good time. Really get to know each other. Let me show you all the books that I have that I haven't read. So I got the books and I did count and I think it's like 31, 32 books. I'm not including my classic books, so that count might be part of that. I can't remember what I counted and what I didn't. It's not like overwhelming, but it is probably more than I need to own that I haven't read, because I really don't like having a lot of books that I haven't read. I like to look at my shelf and be like, this, hey, what's going on? There you go. Boop. Okay, so Mouse and I like to not have a lot of books on our shelves that we haven't yet read. That's right. So yeah, I need to get to reading and I need to get to less buying. So let me just go through these books. I do not have them organized. I tried, but then they weren't. So most of these you'll have already heard of. If I think that it's anything groundbreaking that maybe you haven't heard of, then I'll point it out so that you can tell me if I should read it or not. But other than that, I'm pretty sure that everyone knows the rest of these books because I do have pretty basic taste. I'm trying to branch out as well, so if anyone has any recommendations for that, please let me know. I have first The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, The Atlas Six by Olivia Blake, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, A Sky Beyond the Storm by Saba Tahir. This is the last book in the, I think Ember and the Ashes series, which I read when I was much younger. So I think I would need to reread the series before reading this. So I don't know if I'll ever get around to that, but we'll see. The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. This is another where like, I think I should reread The Stolen Heir first before reading this, because I don't remember anything that happened in that book, to be honest. There's a trend here. So with House of Breath and Sky by Sarah J Maas, I don't remember anything that happened in the first one, and I'm not keen on rereading it anytime soon. I'm in the middle of, I'm not in the middle of it, I just read Throne of Glass, but I think I want to finish that series before I get back into this, because I think that I liked the first book of that better than the first book of this one, so it's going to be a while. I have no plans for her anytime soon. A Discovery of Riches. Discovery of Riches is something I would like. A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness is a book that I bought a long time ago and have not read, but I will read her at some point. Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, and Malas by Marcela Fuentes. Fun fact, this is actually my old writing professor. Back when I was in college, I took a couple of classes with her and she was great, so I'm excited to read this. We have The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is one that I started and got like 200 pages in, and then I was enjoying it, but like it wasn't fast paced enough for me to like sit down and read like 50 pages or more at a time, and I was falling behind on my reading goal, so we gave her a pause. Evil Under the Sun by Agatha Christie. This is actually going to be a book club book of mine in the next coming months, so we have plans for her. Also book club plans, we have The 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand. This is actually one that we're meeting about in 2 days, so I gotta get reading. Then I have two Ali Hazelwood books. We have the Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain. I've only read Love Theoretically by her and I enjoyed it. It wasn't like my favorite romance, but I definitely enjoyed it a lot, so I'm excited to read these two. Next I have King of Pride by Anna Huang. I read the first book in this series, King of Wrath, and loved it. Hold on, I need to let my cat in. Hey. So the King of Pride is one that I definitely want to get to pretty soon because I really like Anna Huang's writing. What's going on? They're fine, I promise. Please don't call Paw Patrol. Okay, next I have Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I think that this is like the most popular Christina Lauren book that I've heard of. I read The Unhoneymooners like last month and I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite, but I did like it. And I know that this one I think is like, I've heard more things about it, so hopefully I'll like this even more. Next I have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This one has great reviews, but honestly I started it and I got like 100 pages in and I was just not feeling it at the time. I do feel like I could be feeling it a different time, but that wasn't the time. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This is another one, I was really excited about it, but I started it, I think I got like 2 chapters in. I was so excited about this book that I asked my book club to read it, and then I didn't even read it. But I really want to because it's one that I've had my eye on for so long and I know it's so popular, so we're gonna give it another chance when I'm in more of a mood for like a diary entry type thing. I wasn't expecting that, so I was feeling like a little bit like it was moving slowly for me, but we can work with it. Next is another book that I've heard a lot about. That is Magnolia Parks, and I don't know, I was very reluctant to pick this one up, but I saw it in Half Price Books and I'm intrigued. We have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. And this is one that I picked up a while ago and then I realized that there was no romance in it and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But fun fact about me is I'm going through a breakup right now, so I feel like that actually might be perfect. So next I have 2 historical fiction books. One is Crossings by Alex Landdragon. That's a cool last name. I think that this one is about Paris and there's books, takes place during World War II. And lastly is my first Kristen Hanna book, The Four Winds. Oh, and that's why, okay, it takes place in Texas, that's why I got it, because nothing happens in Texas, and I was excited. So those were all the books that I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, I do have more classics that I own but haven't read, but I don't count those because I could go my whole life without ever reading them and I'd be okay. These ones I really want to read, like preferably this year. So please let me know which ones, if you've read any of these, that you think I should read and prioritize more than others. And I hope to, I don't really know where I was going with that. I watch a lot of BookTube, but I don't know exactly what to do when you're on the other side of things. So bear with me, we're learning together. I don't have a little outro yet for you, but if you want, I could show you my other cat. This is Clover. She's a little mean, but I love her. Okay, bye.